And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Outside ball. And ball slams it in.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Here's Ball. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Ball slams it in.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from the wing. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Pippen. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Don't you wish you could leap like Pippen? I mean, I do.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Duncan penetrating. Williamson with the block. Outside, James. Stolen by Duncan. And here's the fast break. Malone leading the way. Duncan outside. Kicks it out to Malone. 5 on the clock. Screen by Malone. Here's our test. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, Washington. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Several teams changing it up here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Right side, Ball. To the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
There's Ball with the 3. And James pulls it down. Miami trails by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander following LaMelo Ball's 3. Lets the 3 fly. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, good for 3.
Well, that's an opportunistic 3-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Here's Ball outside for our test. Duncan scanning the floor from deep 3-point land. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. LeBron James on the wing. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Washington leads by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Wall up top. Outside for Pippen. Shot clock at 5. LeBron with the block.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. Ooh, LeBron on the defensive end.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. James absorbing hits on the drive.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Washington calls timeout. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Wall looking it over. Here's big Nikola Jokic.
And how about absorbing the punishment and still complete the play? That's a great finish by Jokic.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better. You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Ball's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Now, here is our test. Still without a basket. To the middle. Here's Jokic. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Thompson. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And here's Wall outside. Hands it from downtown. Wall's got the lead up to 3 now for Miami.
Yeah, I mean, from 3. Wall looking relaxed out there, and one of the game's more confident players. He can be a streaky but deadly outside shooter.
Now Thompson following the three-point attempt by John Wall. Good ball movement here by Miami. Read a screen. Here's Williamson. Rebound by Ron Artest. Washington trails by 3. Here's Jokic. Jokic rising up.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Wall. Washington with the rebound. .54 seconds left in the first half. And stolen by Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Oh, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Jokic. Oh, that's blocked. Outside Wall. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Williamson, the screen. Tatum on the wing. Thompson outside. 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
8 seconds left here in the second. Here's Ball. And then Ball slams it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
The visiting team.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Miami ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 in the game.
Quick trigger there by SGA. I'll tell you, on the catch, be ready to rise and fire.
Outside Hill. And Ewing sends it back. They get it back. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Duncan. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Duncan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
In the corner, it's James. James crowbars it in.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Washington calls timeout. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Ball. For the tie. And another miss by Washington. Miami leading by 3. LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA, Doris, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy. Now, this is just a big-time offensive performance from a young LaMelo Ball. He's already put the league on notice.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Back to Ball. Just 4 to shoot. From outside the arc. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Miami. 4-point game. With the drive. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
Miami leading by 6. Outside, George. Oh!
My goodness. Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Pass to Adebayo. It's tipped. Right side, ball. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, that's just anticipation from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, making things happen defensively and turning it into offense.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Washington trails by 10. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. The screen from Ewing. Jacks up a 3 with 4 seconds on the clock. And they recover it. No, but oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Miami. He finishes with 9 points. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Washington trails by 13. Outside, Wall. From downtown. And it's Reed pulling it down. Miami with the ball. Good ball movement here by Miami. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break. Oh, the power on that fruit.
Oh, my goodness. Jason Tatum, you've got to be kidding me. How pretty was that?
Now a timeout called by Miami. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. We have to play like we're tied. They want their team to sustain that level of effort. We'll see how it works out. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Almond will blow right by you.
And Duncan gets it to go in.
And guys, getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Read a screen. Wall attacking. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
Duncan outside. The tray. Miami grabs the miss. Williamson outside. Rebound, Malone. Washington trails by 13. From deep three-point land. Duncan with another miss. And it's Miami's ball. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Washington making a change here. .157 left to play in the final quarter. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Just get right up and over the top of the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, no doubt. You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from three is not the answer.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Outside, George spins. Ring shot on the way. Out to Smith. Lets it go with a three. That's good, and Ewing with the assist.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness. Well, he tries to enter with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Left side, Ball. To stop the run. Drops in the layup for two.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Boy,
Nice win.
Put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Field goal percentage is probably
For Doris
crazy.
David Aldridge, Greg
I
Anthony,
think
and
I
the
have a
rest
few
of our
people at
terrific
100%
2K
field goal
Sports
percentage.
crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
Maybe even
So
3-point
long.
percentage. Let's take a look at the stats. Paul George 100%. John Wall 100%. Eamon Thompson 100%. Josh Smith 100%. Good stuff.